Hi and welcome back to Joe Talks Cars and welcome to the final instalment of the Nurburgring road trip. Now we've finally reached the end of what was an amazing holiday. So much driving, so much drama and also a few injuries along the way. That being said, we all had the best time. To recap what the Nurburgring holiday was all about was simply four mates driving their cars and a motorbike across Europe to take their cars round the Nurburgring. Two of us have already driven round, the other two hadn't. So it was a really exciting opportunity for us all to have a go and see what our cars are really capable of. Things in the holiday started to escalate quite quickly. We had a little accident at the go-kart which involved Andy cutting his leg open and having to go and sit in hospital to have 8 stitches. Not the greatest start before you're about to take to the track. We were able to get the Golf R out, which was phenomenal in the rain, and then it was the turn of Misha to take the Cayman out. Now when I took the Cayman out the day before that, I felt that I'd maxed the car out. I think I'd pushed it to its limit. Little did I know I was probably running at about 10%. The car had so much more to give, and he really showed me how it was done. It was honestly the most amazing and terrifying experience I've ever had in a car. You'll be able to tell from my face in the videos, I was genuinely frightened. It was so scary, but so exciting. By the end of the lap, I realised that the car was also really capable, but also Misha, he knows exactly what he's doing. So I just put my trust in him. By the end of the lap, we were just chatting while we were flying around corners well north of 100 miles an hour. It really made me realise the capability of that car, but it also revealed some weaknesses in it as well. Misha thought the back end felt a little bit loose and the car was just generally a bit wobbly. So he suggested maybe taking a look at the bushes. They haven't been replaced, so it stands to reason that they needed doing soon. So that's going to be the first thing on the list when we get back. But on the way back, I decided I couldn't face the 6.5 drive all the way from Dover. We caught the early ferry, but I just couldn't really face it. So instead, I decided to swing by here, Caffe Machine, which is 3 hours west of Dover, and yeah, stayed here for the night, which is amazing. Gave me a really nice chance to rest and digest everything that happened on the Nurburgring trip. But anyway, it's time that we headed out, took the Cayman somewhere else, which you'll have seen online, a very famous farm. So yeah, let's hit the road, go and check out the next location on this epic Cayman road trip.
I know a place where we can go and be alone.
Before we head back onto the road and go via the famous Jeremy Clarkson's farm shop, Diddley Squat Farm, I thought I'd just tell you a little bit more about Caffe Machine. You'll have seen at the start of the Nurburgring content, we went to what is called Caffe Machine, the Bowl, named after the Millbrook Bowl. And it's an amazing location, it follows the same principle as this one. This is the original though, the hill. It's in Stratford-on-Avon, or just on the outskirts of, and as you can see, it's a rather stunning looking building. It's got a shop, it's got a really good restaurant, and it's essentially a rolling car show. You never know what's going to turn up. This is just a random Wednesday morning and we've got my car parked next to a Bentley Turbo R. Some police have turned up, some bikes, and yeah, it's just incredible. When I arrived last night, there was a BMW meet on that was just sort of finishing, chatted to loads of nice blokes there that had just actually come back from the Nurburgring. But yeah, this place is awesome. I've had an amazing stay here, the room was lovely, and the breakfast was absolutely fantastic. So I'll definitely be coming back very soon. I intend to do a full video on this and maybe bring you along when there's a night when something on, maybe an air-cooled night or something along those lines. So that'd be really cool. But anyway, let's jump in the Cayman and head to Clarkson's farm.
To run away with me. To run away with
Yeah, the next stop on this epic European road trip is Diddley Squat Farm Shop. So this was a little bit impromptu. I didn't really intend to be down at this part of the country after the Nurburgring. I thought I'd be carred out by then, but I've got the time off. My family are busy, and I thought, why not? Let's just extend this road trip. But to recap on the Nurburgring and what it's like and how much money it costs, etc., I get a lot of comments asking, is it an expensive thing to do? Can you get insured? There's lots of questions, and during this drive I just want to address those sort of things about the Nurburgring. So the Nurburgring itself is quite an expensive holiday. On the face of it, it doesn't seem too bad, and when you start to add everything together, it soon adds up to being quite an expensive thing to do. I live in the north of England. We drive down to Dover, across on the ferry, through France, through Belgium, through the Netherlands, and then into Germany. That drive, usually in this car, will take you around 3 tanks of fuel. That's averaging about 25 to 28 to the gallon, which is pretty standard for this on a run. And the ferry, you're looking at about £120 return if you book it in advance. So, all in all, not that much money. Accommodation over in Germany is fairly cheap, actually. We got 4 nights accommodation for 4 of us for around 500 quid. Again, not that expensive. However, when you're at the Nurburgring, there's a lot of temptation. There's a lot of nice places to eat, get drinks, and they do know how to charge. It's a tourist location, so you're going to pay through the nose. So just be aware of that. You're going to need quite a lot of spending money. And one thing we found is that card readers are practically non-existent. I went over to Germany with no euros, just my bank card. And in fact, I didn't even bring my bank card out most of the time. I just used my phone. And yeah, you can't really use that. They need cash everywhere. So that's quite annoying. So yeah, make sure you take a load of cash with you. The Nurburgring itself is £35 per lap. May seem like a lot, but if you're like me, you're not going to take the car round 10 or 20 times. The track's 12 miles long, and it's a proper car breaker. It's more than satisfying enough just to go for 1 lap, and that's not an exaggeration. If you drive all the way to the Nurburgring and do 1 lap, it's well worth it. This car has done 2 laps, one at the hands of myself, which was very gently done, and then another one was being driven by Misha. So it's done 2 laps, one quite steady and one very, very heavy lap. I wouldn't have wanted to do any more, and if I'm honest, we ran out of time anyway. The car didn't feel amazing after Misha brought it back. It was quite warm, the brakes were a bit cooked, and it didn't feel like doing another lap. So yeah, I don't want to push my luck, and I think that's it. The Nurburgring is just a place that you need to respect. Don't push your luck on it. It's not a racetrack. It's to be treated more like a fast piece of road. And when you do crash, if you do crash even, the costs can be thousands, tens of thousands of pounds. If you hit a barrier, you're replacing every single one of those barriers and the posts and the recovery truck. You're paying for the air ambulance if you really needed that too. The costs can mount up, and I've heard of people spending many tens of thousands on what seemed like a fairly minor shunt. The car being written off is going to be the least of your worries, which is pretty shocking when you think about it. But to recap my holiday, I would say the best thing about this holiday was just hanging out with a group of mates in our cars, all sharing the same passion for cars and just having a laugh. I don't think there was many moments this holiday where we weren't laughing so much we could barely breathe. We had some amazing moments, some scary moments, and just some unforgettable memories. And that is what the Nurburgring is all about. It brings car people together in a way that no place else does. But enough waffle about the Nurburgring. What I'm going to do now is to just put a little montage on the screen to give you all of the highlights of my incredible holiday with my friends.
Love was holding all the cards and always kept me in the dark. I never thought
Hospital?
Yeah.
Because that costs money.
And in my darkest times, you got me feeling like life is good, yeah.
I haven't got big enough balls.
Oh, I don't want to pay bills.
I've had a car crash, Nick.
What?
Speed of power. Go on then, plug your Skoda in, it's as quiet as an electric car as it is. Oh my god. You're in a BMW sandwich. As you can see, we had an amazing time. Unforgettable memories were made, and I just can't wait to do it all over again. But no more further waffle about the Nurburgring. It's time to head to Clarkson's shop, so I'm going to enjoy the sunshine, cruise along, and see what Clarkson's farm shop has to offer. See you very soon.
Run away with me. Just run away with me.
Right, so we've arrived here at Clarkson's farm shop. I'm surprised how busy it is. To say this is 11 o'clock on a Wednesday. I'm not sure the local area really appreciate this. I mean, there must be hundreds of cars here today. Insane. But yeah, let's go check it out. That is literally the queue for the shop. It goes on for miles. I don't think we'll be going in the shop today. It'll take hours to get through this. Yeah, so I'm afraid this is the only tour I can pretty much give you, which is that's the shop over there. The queue goes all the way down and all the way back, all the way over to where I've parked. It's literally miles. It's like queuing for a ride at Disney. Right over there, you can see that's where the restaurant was. Burger van. Very, very busy. Absolutely churning money here. But yeah, I think we'll make a swift exit because the queue is just insane. I think there was actually a sign down here which told you how long the queue was going to be. That's going to be interesting. I mean, it literally stretches the full length of the car park. Who knew the little farm shop in the Cotswolds could be this popular? But I think I'm going to end the video there, here at Diddley Squat Farm Shop. It's been an amazing adventure driving all the way to the Nurburgring and back again, and I thought where best to sign off the video than here at the world's most famous farm shop. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for lots more content on this car and many more to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.